Hey guys and ladies, welcome to Zip Gaming Online, and today we're gonna do a serious look at Sybaris, the new Tenno lever action burst rifle that shoots 2 bullets in a row. As I need to mention to you guys, serious look at is a serious look at. I actually put this gun through its paces, do an actual full-blown run on it, and I formatted it to a ridiculous height. So basically, yes, I put it through its paces by doing exterminate, assassination, all of that, defense, anything. So this is the loadout that I will be using, because in my opinion this is the loadout that matters the most. And why is that? Well, because this gun requires you to dedicate yourself into 1 or 2 options. If you do not count stuff like heavy caliber, of course, because the problem with this gun is that it needs to focus on either high critical damage and high status chance, or really high damage without anything else. So on this run we're gonna be using the previous loadout that I've mentioned before. However, well, I mean, like, you can see things die, and this is level 25, 26, you know, Pluto. And to be completely fair, with this loadout I can push really far. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the 2 loadouts. As you can see, the one on the bottom is the high crit damage, and that's the one that we're gonna be talking about, because we're using the hammer shot instead of another malignant force. And why is that? Because it has a really nice status chance, while at the same time still maintains that really high critical damage. And why am I saying this is important? Because, to be completely fair, you can either choose this or complete just, you know, damage with like elemental mods, but it's not gonna be the same, because for the loadout that you've seen before, the high damage and all of that, I mean, like the high critical chance and all of that, it's very much geared towards really high levels. It's not meant for like levels for between 1 to maybe 60, I would say, because there's a potential that it could hurt you worse than the pure damage one. Also, I happened to actually run into Stalker because I was recording a footage for this and it appeared. So there you go. As you can see, I didn't even properly aim there, but it just, yeah, Stalker's having a bad day. See what I mean? And this is still a loadout that have yet to fully, and I mean fully, reach the potential of Sybaris. Sybaris has the complete potential to just annihilate things. So you've seen the high crit damage before with the status chance. Now you get to see the pure damage one. As you can see, the status drops significantly. However, bullets per, like, you know, we're talking about like each bullets does a lot more damage. And why are we talking about this? Because you actually have to think about how you play, especially with the latest nerfing, if you will. You have to actually think, what kind of levels will you be playing in? Are you going to be playing in mostly lower levels, or are you going to try to push the envelope with, like, you know, enemies that are like level 120 plus? And I do mean it, because I actually put Sybaris through its paces fighting level 120 plus, and surprisingly it did pretty well. So I mean, you know, it's still a rifle, but it has done very well. So the problem with the crit damage and status versus elemental damage, just pure damage, right, is that with the crit damage you can actually push high level stuff, really high. However, I'm showing you guys this loadout because this is the last loadout you can use before you commit yourself to one of the two, either high crit damage and status or high damage. And why am I saying this? Because if you play to maybe like level 60-ish, maybe 70, and you're kind of pushing it there, but to that level ceiling, it would be much better idea to actually go for pure damage. Alright? However, if you go through level ceilings that are just ridiculously high, we're talking about like 120 plus, then, well, I'm like basically anything above level 70 is a good, you know, it's already a good guess that everything that is above level 70, it will be better for you to use the high crit damage and status. Personally, why? Because, well, with the high crit status, right? I didn't mean high crit status. I mean, with the high proc status and high critical, you actually have a better chance on fighting on a higher level. You can use stuff like corrosive, viral, stuff like that to actually reduce the enemy's effectiveness and kind of make it easier for you on those kind of ridiculous level. However, if you're not planning to do that, then to maximize your potential, you just need to maximize the damage, and that requires a different set of polarity for the forma. However, I myself will be using the high crit damage and the proc chance, because yes, I do regularly fight against level 100 plus enemies, so I do not want to handicap myself on those longer runs. However, it's not for everyone, alright? Those kind of things are for people who wishes to actually want to try to push their weapons or their frames and see how far they could go in a game like this, when the ceiling, you know, the skill ceiling is getting lower and lower. So if you guys enjoy the kind of damage you want on like lower levels, this gun will deliver, and this is a really great gun to get. So, you know, either high level or low level, this weapon will kick ass and chew bubblegum. I mean, Duke's gonna find me. Anyway, so thank you for watching, guys, and I hope that was informational, and I wish you guys the best of times. Bye!